Good morning, everyone. It's Muriel. Welcome to my craft room. This morning I am feeling really great. I woke up and I thought today would be the day I would do a tutorial with you. Many years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, on my channel I did a Shabby Chic Sunday, and I said a couple of months ago that I was going to be bringing that back. So I've been thinking about it all week. I made a couple of cards, and today I'm going to share with you one of them, and then I'm going to do a tutorial. So the card that I made is for my sister. Her birthday is the end of this month, so I want to go ahead and get this out this week to her, and then I will do a second one to show you how I made the first one. So I appreciate you looking on. Get your cup of coffee. It's 9:30 here, and let's go ahead and make a Shabby Chic card. So here is the card that I made, and I have to tell you, I went back in my library of Shabby Chic cards. So this one is nothing secret or new. I have done this style of card before. I absolutely love it. It reminds me of it's the kind of card where if you don't get flowers for your birthday, you're going to get your flowers on this card because it is packed full of flowers, and it's very feminine, and it's very shabby chic. So that's going to be her card, and I'll show you the products that I use, show you some more of this card, and then we will make one. So I pulled out from my stash the London Market paper by Pink Paisley. Is 6x6. There's 2 of each design, and there's 12 designs. I've used this before. I believe they still sell it at Hobby Lobby, so if you haven't ever worked with this paper, you should. It's not double-sided, but yes, single-sided. It's not double, but it's really pretty. It has just world map pages, script writing pages, music sheet paper, beautiful, beautiful blues, teals, light colors, all that make up Shabby Chic. So I'm using that. I am also using, I wanted some kind of floral, so I'm using one of the dies from my new Sizzix Thinlits by Tim Holtz. I just pulled one of these out. I cut a bunch of them out in cream. I cut a bunch out in white. And I did stamp these with some green, and I'll show you in detail, but I am using that. Again, I wanted some kind of floral on there. And I have some flowers that I used on this card. These are Paper Blooms by Kaiser Craft. I had a bunch of these. This is called the coconut kind brand. Really pretty, really shabby flowers. I used this butterfly on the card we're going to make. It's corrugated shapes, just one butterfly, but I use a different one on that card there. Let's see if we can kind of move this on my back table here. And I have, of course, some gem stones that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Just some pearl swoopies to put on the butterfly. Some, what are these? Sequins from Elise when she still has a shop, I believe. Pretties by Elise, and these are some really beautiful iridescent sequins. And let me not put these too far because I'm going to have to use them. And to get started, what I like to do is gather everything. I've kind of learned that lesson a long time ago. So I pull out my muffin tin that I picked up, I don't remember when, but I just start putting tidbits in here that I want to use. So I have some flowers in here, I have some clocks, I have my cutouts that I use for that die, and I have a pack of these. I thought maybe I could use these, but instead I went ahead and pulled out some vintage buttons. Okay, so kind of get everything ready so you're not going back and forth in your stash looking for something. Just kind of pull it all together, and what you use, and if you don't use it, then you just don't use it. If that makes any sense. And then these flowers here from Michaels. These are so nice. They're paper flowers. They're like the rolled rose type flower, and they're really petite, and they have these green leaves on them, and they are perfect. So that's kind of what I use to bring this together. So my card here is 5.5 by 5.5. It's on craft paper. I did some layering of the pattern paper from the paper pack using this chocolate brown. On top of that, this swirly writing vintage looking sheet here. And then I cut this out the same width, the same size, and just ripped it down the middle, and it's hidden by the cascading of the different flowers. You can see the buttons here. Here are my die cuts. I stamped them with a chalk dabber kind of paint thing, just lightly green to kind of bring out the green in the paper here. I have some small little flowers there, and then another button, and this is all on top of a piece of gauze, right? And then this is a happy birthday banner from a paper pack I purchased from a gift pack, a card pack, I don't know what you want to call it, but from Polly's Paper Studio. And I've been watching a lot of her videos, and her cards are amazing. And while I'm on vacation this week, I will certainly do a couple of those tutorials. And then I have this chipboard butterfly. And this came out many years ago. These packs of these corrugated or these craft die cuts from Michaels. And this one was in my stash, so only thing I used was some gemstones and made a curly tail on that butterfly. So the inside is already mapped out, done. I'm just going to write her a sentiment, and this card is done. Again, this is for my sister. She is turning 60 on August 29th. So I have everything here to get started with us making the card. And maybe I can lower this a bit so you can see. The base of the card again is 5.5 by 5.5. It's on craft cardstock. Oh, I can see right now it's not even. Look at there. Well, let's go ahead and fix that right now. What I like to do is I put my paper in the score on the score pad, and then I get a good crease, cutting it so I can fold it in. It's nice, but I didn't realize that there was a little bit hanging off here, so let's just get this off so I don't get confused as I am creating. But again, the base of the card is 5.5 by 5.5, and the papers that I'm layering on it are like 1/8 of an inch less. So we'll start with this background here. This is the music sheet paper. Again, it is 1/8 less than the 5.5, and we're just going to go ahead and peel this off. So I have to tell you guys a funny story while I'm peeling this off. I went to the gym yesterday. I think I told many of you that I have a personal trainer at 24 Hour Fitness. Never had a personal trainer before, but I wanted to kind of get some real training, some real workout. I mean, make me sweat. And we work a lot with weights and my own body weight, and I've seen a difference. Like she said, don't worry about the weight. We're just kind of tightening up what I have. So it's really working. So yesterday I get there at 7 o'clock on Saturday mornings, and she had me standing on one of those, you know, those balls, those big balls. Well, they have these half ones, right? So one side is round, the other side is flat. So I was standing on the flat side, and of course you got to really balance yourself and all that stuff. And then she hands me the 10-pound weights, and I'm doing some arm curls, and I can see progress, because before I used to stand on that thing and just wiggle, shiggle, wiggle, jiggle, but now I'm a little more solid on it. So I do my 15 or 12 reps, and then I go to step off, and the next thing I know, I am flat on my ass. Pow! I hit the floor. I don't even know how, when. I keep thinking, what? So we both kind of, she was like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm good. She goes, okay, well, don't move. I go, okay, I'm not. I tell you, yesterday I could do nothing. I was a broke down doll. You hear me? So anyway, I'm feeling much better this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and layer this on top of my craft card. And I kind of have learned by just by looking what exactly a 1/4 inch looks like. So okay, we got that on there. Then we have this next piece that is a 1/8 of an inch less than the brown, right? So let's go ahead and peel this tape off. So yeah, so I had to rest all yesterday. I could barely do anything. I feel good this morning. I don't see any bruises, and of course it was right on my hip, right on the hip. Thank God for the cushion I have. You know, I'm just like, thank you, because I still have some, you know, shanks on my hips. And I think that's what kind of saved me, because I'm thinking if I was probably 30 years older, then this would have been a broken hip, and I would be in surgery last night. and talking to you this morning from the hospital bed. So I just thank God for my cushion, and thank God I didn't break anything. Good gravy. Okay, so my next piece is this really pretty world map. It has a lot of green in it, and that's what I want to pull out. So we're going to go ahead and lay this down. Again, I've kind of trained my eye to know what 1/8 of an inch looks like, so you can have a small border of that good old chocolate. Okay, you can see that. Now the next piece I went ahead and ripped in half, right, so that it would be half of this and half of this. And before I go further, let me kind of show you. This is what I printed out. Of course, this is from Pinterest. I don't remember who created it, but I'm really trying to make it my own. But this is basically the style. You have 2 different kind of pattern papers. You have your cascade of flowers down the middle, and you have a butterfly. So there you go. Okay, so I'm going to add this piece onto the right side of the card. And again, this is the same measurement as the world paper. It's just that I ripped it in half. So I am on vacation this week, you ladies, so you're going to have to see me and hear me every day. My hope is that I am bringing to you something from Muriel's Craft Room every day. Okay, so make sure I got my card right. I'm just going to put this on the corner, so only thing you'll see is the chocolate. We don't want to see the map side. There we go. And lately I've been using this tool here. I'm finding it fun to use when you want to make sure things are glued down, right, and not popping up. This roly thing here. Love it. Okay, so there we go. Now the next thing is the gauze. I had this gauze in my lace basket. I've showed you guys my lace basket. It has grown to be, it's a monster. But there was a piece of gauze in there. So we're going to get some tape. What I like to do is just tape right along that middle side, that center right there. And that's how I'm going to tape this gauze down. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of put this right here. And I'm just going to kind of follow this line here going down the center of the card. Okay, roll it down so you know it's staying, and then let's pull it up. There we go. I'm learning how to clean as I go. Okay, so the next step is the gauze. I'm basically going to taper down here, and then I'm just going to kind of gather it a little. Just like so. And what hangs over will hang over. If I want to cut it off, I will. But basically I just want some of it hanging out because that's giving it that shabby look. Okay, so there we go there. Gauze down the middle. Now I have the cascade of flowers. I have them kind of situated over here so I know the pattern in how I want them on. But first we're going to lay down these cutouts of these leaves that I cut out for my die. So I have 5 of them. Basically I took 1 and cut it in half. So any kind of leaf you can use. If you want to use a Martha Stewart punch, that leaf would look good too. But I happen to want to try this new one by Tim Holtz. So I got my glue gun, and I'm just going to start putting a little glue and randomly placing these so that they kind of stick out. I'm not going to think too much on it. Do that one like that. And I'm just going to work my way up this little vine of gauze. There we go. I think I have, yeah, a couple more in here. So, yeah, there's 2 more actually, so that's 5. And then I'm going to do 1 more. And we're just going to stick that like that. So you see how that looks. Okay, now come the flowers. So what I have here are some buttons from, I want to say Pink Posh, when she had a button extravaganza sale, and these are the peppermint colors. So I went ahead and threaded them with some thread, some stitching thread, like embroidery thread, and on both of them so that they have a finished look. But I'm going to cut this piece that's sticking out because we don't want that to show. And then the thread will be great to stick onto the glue will stick onto the thread. So I'm going to, let's see, we're going to get a little closer. Oh, sorry, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to place that here on the bottom. Then I'm going to come in with a flower. Again, these are the paper flowers from Kaiser Craft, and these are some green ones. And you know, when you get just like any flower, you want to kind of unfold it because it's been smushed in the packaging. Okay, so that one is going to go right there. And then I have the pink ones from Michael's, the rolled roses. And I'm going to make sure the leaves are facing to the left. Put a little hot glue. Snug her right up under there. And then I have these dainty little flowers with these yellow centers. Can't tell you where they come from. I don't know. But you can use any kind of flower you want. And we're just going to snug that right there. Then we're going to go back with the green. Let's see here. And we're going to place it on the opposite side so that it kind of crisscrosses, right? So we're going to put that one right there. Then we're going to go in with another pink and place that one there. Okay. Another white. Place her there. And then another pink. Placing it there. Our last green. Oh, thank goodness I got to get these nails done next week because they are going to see lots of glue this week. Okay, then next we're going to go in with another white. And this is all a guesstimation. You know, I figured out it would take this many, but if it takes some more, then you just pull out some more. So next I'm going with this pink. Stick her going out that way. And then last will be another button. And I'm just going to cut this thread off. So yeah, so glad to be on vacation. Oh my gosh. People at work don't understand. They go, what are you going to do? It's like, stay home? Yeah, I love my home. Hello. Okay, so that's that. Right? Look at that cascade of flowers. So now I have these cute little tight rolled roses from, I think these are from I Am Roses. I keep a stash in my closet here. I haven't ordered from I Am Roses in such a long time. Just trying to use what I have. That's the theme this year. I think that's what everyone, use what we have, shop from your stash. So I have 3 of them, and they just have a tint of yellow, and I'm just going to position them, let's see, like if this one goes here, then this one can go here, and then this one can go like that. Voila, right? Okay, so now we're going to put some glue on this and kind of get it back in there where I thought it would fit. There we go. And then this one here. So I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I hope that you try it. At least leave me a comment and let me know what you think about this. I know there's many of you shabby chic lovers out there. I just don't do it as much as I should. Okay, so there we go there. What's next? Okay, we got to work on this butterfly. So here's the corrugated butterfly that I want to use, and I'm going to stick him right here. And I have some beaded trim. I just didn't know how I wanted, but not that piece, sorry. Whether I wanted his tail going in, you know, his bzzz going this way. Butterflies don't buzz, but you know what I'm saying. That way, or whether I wanted it facing outward. And I think I'm going to have him facing outward. So I'm just going to peel this off. And this is just a piece from the gemstones. And we're going to, goodness, get this off my fingers. Lay it right down the center. Come on, get in there. Good gravy. Okay. And then I have this folded like this, so it has kind of a avenue to place some glue on. So we're going to get some glue on there. Okay, and then we're going to glue that butterfly right there, and then have his little, there we go. Okay, I don't want that wing laying down, so I'm going to hold it down the center and then just bend the ends up. There we go. And then my happy birthday, because this will be a birthday card too, we're going to put, let's see here, I'm going to fold her up some like this. Maybe do it like that. So I'm just kind of giving it a little bend. And then I'm going to put some on the end here, and then on the tail part. Okay, stick that right there, and then that other part will go there. Okay, and there is the card, but nothing is finished until you hit it with some sequins. So I'm going to get my fine line glue out, and I'm going to grab some of these sequins. And this is always a challenge, I tell you. Sometimes sequins can be your friend, and then other times it doesn't want to be. So, let's see here. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'll try it with my hand and see how that goes. I'm just going to dab and place a sequence as soon as this glue is ready to come out. There you go. A dab. Ah! See what I'm saying? Happens every time. Come on, turn yourself over. There we go. Okay. Okay, a piece here. Little glue there. Little sequins. Little glue there. I'm going to put a little glue on my little knife here in order to pick the sequence up, but it's not. There we go. Come on. I'm sure there's a better way. I'm sure you guys will say, hey Muriel, you can use this tool. And then let's see, let's paste some right here. So I am just thankful that I did not do too much damage yesterday with my fall. And you know what they say, when you fall off the horse you get back on. So I still had 2 more sets of that damn arm thing to do, and I did them. And I got off of that roly-poly thing. So I'm surprised she hasn't called me. I thought she would. You know how like when you go to the dentist they always call to see how you're doing after they done drilled a hole in your head. So she hasn't called, but I'll see her Wednesday. So that'll tell it all that I'm fine. So there is my Shabby Chic birthday card. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really have a great time making these cards, especially when they are ones that I have made in the past. So please join me next week. I have another card that I want to, oh, get the sequence out the way. I have another card that I want to share with you on my Shabby Chic Sunday. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you come back, tell your friends, and please do leave me a comment down below. Until my next video, you guys take care. Bye now.